Okay, so I just wanted to make this quick video. Well, it may not be quick, but to show you the differences between the original City Select and the City Select Luxe. I am in no way a YouTuber, so please excuse all the, filmography and the toddler in the background and the cat and all that stuff. But okay, so I just got this in the mail today, and I wanted to make a video because there's some misinformation out there, and also there's a lot of information that doesn't seem to be available anywhere else. So I thought I'd make a video. So to start off, these are the two frames. The one on your left is the original City Select, and the one on the right is the Luxe. As you can see, the handlebars are at very different heights. That is the lowest setting for both of them. So if I had to pick, my preference would definitely be the Luxe. It's longer, and I'm a short person, but you'll see later just how the seats fit in and how my car seat fits in. Having that extra space is really nice. Okay, so just a few differences. These don't make any difference as far as how it performs whatsoever. But I don't know if you can see here, the distance between the frame and the wheel here, and the distance between the frame and the wheel here. So that's a difference. The Luxe, they're a lot closer, and the original, it's a bit further apart. The wheels, however, they're, different make, but they're about the same size. I'm not going to go too much in depth on like the wheels and the stuff that you can find in other videos, but I wanted to show you where the differences that you can't find anywhere. So another difference, the Luxe has the auto lock, and it's on the right side. The original has a manual clipping lock. It's on the left side. So when I was testing opening and closing, I thought maybe the auto lock would be more difficult just because you have to hold it open, and it would seem like you might need 3 hands to open the stroller. 1 to hold the lock, 2 to open it. However, I myself am right-handed. I found that opening the Luxe, because the lock was on the right, was a lot easier than opening the original where the lock's on the left. So just a minor difference there. As you can see, the bar in the back on the Luxe is totally straight from the top here, and the one on the original is curved. I don't think that makes any difference to anything, but just a difference. The basket itself is very different, and I'm not sure yet which I like more. I'll have to play with it a little bit and find out. So as you can see, the Luxe, oh, by the way, this original stroller is from 2015. So I think the 2016 models had this similar basket, but I'm not sure. So on the Luxe, there's no zipper anymore, and it does not pop out. It is elastic, so you can just push it down to put stuff in. Whereas on the original, obviously there's the zippers, it pops out. It's I really liked this feature because it's like a chute. You can just like dump all your stuff in there and it goes in the basket. That's great. I love that. Let me go around to the front here. The part that I think that they were upgrading is the front of the basket. You can see that this is a kitty. Really? Get out of there. His favorite place to sleep is in the basket. Hilarious. On the original, it's a lot higher, and it's not elastic really, and so you have to undo the zippers if you want the front seat to face inward, which is really annoying because obviously if you don't do it before you pick up the seat, then you have to put the seat back down and then unzip it. Whereas this one, you can just pop the seat in, it pushes the front down, and you're good to go. So it is shorter. I guess your stuff could fall out easier, but I don't think so. Like, I think you could still pack it pretty full. There's going to be, if there's a seat in here, it's going to be blocking that anyways, and none of your stuff's going to fall out. Yeah, I don't really use the side access, but it looks like the Luxe, the sides don't push down that much, and the original it does. So that might be a thing for you. I never used it. I took both the baskets off. I'm a crazy person, so I was like, I wonder if you can switch the baskets around if I really like this basket more. Or, you can buy them on Amazon for like $7, a new basket. They don't go together. You can't switch them. I thought maybe you could, but it won't work. There's just too many attachment points that the other one doesn't have, and they attach differently. It's not going to work. Plus, I realized The Luxe basket, from where it hooks in the front to this rib in the very back, is actually just a slight, like a ½ inch longer, so it won't fit in any way. So it's maybe a larger basket lengthwise, height-wise, it's different, but I think it'll be fine. Let's see. Oh yeah, okay. So obviously the original has 2 mounting areas for seats. You know, so you can have, if you're only having 1 seat in the stroller, you can put it up here, you can put it down here lower, which makes the footwell kind of come right to the edge. I liked that my toddler can get in and out himself. If it's up in a higher position, he steps on this basket, and as you can see, like, the edge of the basket is kind of coming out. It got poked through because he keeps stepping on it. So, and obviously with the Luxe, it only has the 1 upper attachment for a seat. It does not have one down here. So you're gonna have to put your seat up higher. The reason, I think, is because they put these little brackets here, and my guess is that that's for that little bench seat that comes with the Luxe, and also the reason why you cannot use the bench seat on this one. That, plus I think this might have something to do with it too. I'm not totally sure. I don't have one of those seats. I might get one, but I don't have one now, so can't speak to that, but that is a difference. Let's see. Oh yes, the handlebars. Okay, let's look at that really quickly. So let me put this in. There's the brake for the original. Here's as far out as it goes, and this is the brake. This brake is really stiff right now. Just to, hopefully it'll loosen up. I might need 2 hands to do it from behind. Okay, so here you can see there's also a huge height difference in the two in the handle brake, or I'm sorry, in the handlebar. In fact, I realized when the Luxe is in the fully down position, it's basically the same height as the fully up position in the City Select. So I'm really actually kind of excited about that. I think that will add a lot more room when I try to put my car seat in and things like that. I have a parent console. I see a lot of complaints online that the handlebar is scuffed, and mine did arrive that way. Let me see if it'll zoom in for you a little bit. Can you see that little gold mark? So the reason this is, it's because when they ship you the frame, the seat that comes with it is in the frame and folded up, and the whole stroller's folded. All compact like. And so the very edge of the seat rests on this, and I think just during shipping it rubs constantly, so it gets a little wear mark. I personally am not bothered by it. It's hardly noticeable. It's smooth, so it's not like, rough to the touch, and I figure that's the finish they put on it, and it's probably going to wear like that after a while of use anyways. So not my favorite, but I don't think, unless you can get one from the factory itself, I don't think you're going to avoid that, because they didn't bother to cover this. Maybe they will in future strollers when they ship it. They probably didn't realize this would be an issue and people would be upset about, but or that would happen. So anyways, that's what that looks like, if you're wondering. It's a little scuffed, still smooth, just a little discolored. I don't mind it. I think it's fine. Okay, let me I'm just looking at my notes here. All right, I think we're gonna move on to the seats. Okay, so I have, by the way, I have the teal in the original seat and the indigo in the other. Oh, oops, let me grab the other seat that doesn't have a tray on it. Okay, so I looked at the seats. They are basically the exact same size. Some of you may or may not know that on the side of the original, there were 2 settings for the length of the footwell. And on the Luxe, there is not an adjustment anymore for the length. So the longer length is the one you're gonna have on the Luxe. You can't adjust that. I'm fine with that. I never really moved it. The other thing that's just a nice little touch, this button here on the original sticks out pretty far. The one on the Luxe is flush, and well, let me see if you can, there we go. It's flush, and so it pushes further in to adjust. They both still adjust, but that's the difference. The other difference, which I have to say I don't like, is the harness. So the harness looks nice. it looks upgraded. I like that. My problem is with the puzzle piece buckle here. So these two pieces slide together. Sorry, I don't have enough hands here, but they slide together and then they obviously go into, you see how long that's taking me to do? Like, that drives me crazy. On the original, those pieces fit together. They kind of snap. They're a totally different piece. See if I can get them apart here. Ugh. Anyway, they're a completely different setup. There we go. They're completely different. This slides into this little slot here. It's a lot bigger piece to put together. Then they fit together, and then I honestly never take these apart. Mine are always together. Whereas on this one, I won't really have a choice. And the way it fits together is like, you see this tiny slot and this little tiny nub right here? Those are what fit together. So it's like, it's just a lot harder for me to do quickly, especially when a toddler doesn't want to get in their seat. So that's going to be, I think, my biggest challenge with this stroller. The rest of it I love, but that I hate. I thought maybe I could switch out the harnesses, which you can do from the top, but the bottom is sewn in. So the buckle down here can't be changed. So we cannot switch those out. I seriously was considering it, but it won't work. The other difference that I see, actually I'm going to put these on the stroller and we'll come right back. Okay, so the other difference that there is the canopy. So the Luxe Canopy, by the way, this fabric I really like. I thought it would be like, it feels like it's stain resistant. I was worried that it would feel too soft and porous, I guess. It's softer than canvas, but it's a little canvasy, so I think it'll hold up well. Feels durable. Okay, so on the Luxe, in the little window, this window is actually mesh now, where it goes straight through. The air can go through. On the original, that window actually has a plastic, it's mesh looking, but it has a plastic back. And I think it's supposed to be like UV protective, but I also found it annoying because then, yeah, no air can circulate through. So they did change that, which I really like. The other thing though that you just want to be aware of is I did measure, and the canopy on the original is like it goes 1 inch further than the Luxe. So this is not quite as long as the other one. I think it's fine. I personally love to have a huge canopy. So, but you know, I still like the stroller. So the other thing I really liked was that they got rid of, on the Luxe, there's one little attachment point here that's probably for like a bug shade or something, or a rain cover. There's no zipper, and on the original, there's like this ugly zipper. I don't know if you can see that. There's an ugly zipper like all the way around that I really hated. I never used the accessories that went with those, so to me there was no point. I just really didn't like it. So that's a nice upgraded feature of that. I do like that. The backs of them are different as well. On the original, and someone please comment and let me know what this was for, but there's this enormous like mesh stretchy back, and you can zip it off of the back of the stroller. I'm not quite sure why they did that. I never could figure it out. So if someone knows, let me know. It's been a mystery for like 2 years. Has that, and it has an elastic pocket. And on the Luxe, they have the elastic pocket, but they also now have a zipper pocket for storage. And so then this little mesh part back here is a lot shorter. It's not zipper, it just is elastic. So that's nice. I like that upgrade on that one. Okay, whoa. Alrighty, I'm gonna make a part 2.